Hello and welcome back to Premier League Primetime, and we are here for exclusively the North London Derby. And I have our Arsenal fans right here, Cyrus and Nate. How are you two doing?
I'm doing.
All right. I'll take that as a doing great. And of course, we're joined by the Tottenham super fan and co-host himself, Andre. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Real optimistic.
Yeah. And something great or something great that happened with all of us so far this week. At least we all won our Europa League games. Lovely,
Oh
lovely.
yeah, that's true, isn't it?
But yeah, anyways, we're here to talk about the big game on Sunday, the North London Derby, of course, sets as Arsenal will host Tottenham Hotspur at the Emirates. Um, um, and a question to ask to all of you. Whereas the North London Derby from back in December, it looked like it was only going one way. But looking at this one, I mean, could you see this one going either way?
Not really.
Honestly,
This one, I don't know. I'm feeling I don't know. I'm feeling
All
really
right, you won our
optimistic.
Europa League game. All right, cool, man. Nice.
Thank you.
Nah, yeah, I think we're in the form right now where we can win for sure. I think I think Gabriel's gonna stop Harry Kane. And I think
Yeah, Gabriel's a beast.
yeah, I think we shouldn't start David Luiz, that's for sure. I think Gabriel and Holding can stop Harry Kane.
yeah. And Gabriel looks to be back to his normal self. For a while, I've been a bit worried about Gabriel. Like he looked like he was just a million miles off the charts and off the pace. But as of what we've seen, he just looks back to his normal self. He was excellent in the game against Olympiacos. Very very good. Scored a wonderful header. Sound defensively. And yeah, honestly, like I mean, in terms of who has the better defense at the moment, I mean, Arsenal's defense is looking very very good at the moment. I do have to say. Nate, over to you. As an Arsenal fan, what are you going to be looking for in this game?
Uh, Starting the game off strong. If you watch the game, the Europa League game, I think we start off kind of well, but I mean we did concede and we were tied for a minute, but then I think like after the man himself, let's just call him God. You know who I'm talking about. Uh, Arteta, yeah, he made that sub. He made three subs, put three people in, and then they started playing really well. And I thought, yeah, I mean, I think we should just start off, out the gates, just sprinting and just, you know, uh, full force,
Yeah, yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from. I think Arsenal fans, hopefully, they're playing at home, regardless if they have fans or not. They definitely, it'd be for Arsenal, it would be nothing better than beating Tottenham, at home, doing it for the fans and whatnot. Um, and sticking with you, Nate, in terms of maybe, player personnel or team selections, looking at that team against Olympiacos, do you think changes need to be made to the starting 11 or no?
Like Stu said, I think David Luiz. I mean, as good as a veteran as he is, maybe a change there. I mean, Gabriel's great. I mean, are we gonna break down the whole starting 11, or
No.
I guess yeah. I guess I changed David Luiz. Or well, are we gonna do that later in the show, or because
Um,
like I think you'll ask us for the starting 11. So yeah, I'll just say yeah. We'll yeah. But for now,
go
yeah.
that route,
I
but
mean, I think just David Luiz at the moment. Yeah, maybe El Neni. He's kind of a best Egyptian player in the league, best Mohammed in the league. Just gonna say that. Yeah.
not. Not even bantering at the moment. I mean, he seems like the best Mohammed in the league, considering Liverpool's world class form at home, and
Mm-hmm.
at the moment Liverpool's front threes
He's playing like Gianna Swift, just absolute shit.
And that's pretty accurate comparison there. Cyrus, over to you. And I'll ask you the same question. Do you think any personnel changes need to be made looking at that team against Olympiacos? And if you would change more than just David Luiz, what would you change?
Yeah, I think I would change both the Brazilian players. I think I'd take Willian out. He got assists, but and I don't trust him with a big game like this. I think I'll take Willian out, David Luiz out. The thing about Odegaard is, he had that great goal, but if you actually saw especially in the first half, he gave the ball away a lot, and I don't know against a side like Tottenham, that's gonna, I'm gonna stay. So I'd put ESR in, and then I'd put, either Pepe or Martinelli, or you could play Lacazette and Aubameyang together. They're good against Tottenham, and then yeah, I'd put Holding in, and yeah.
One name I will just immediately just throw out the window right now. I don't think it's even worth our time mentioning Gabriel Martinelli. It's like the guy can't even get a game, and it's not due to his fault. He's a very good player. I definitely rate Gabriel Martinelli. He's a very, very good young player, but for whatever reason, it seems like he just can't get a game at the moment. What do you think is going on there?
Yeah, I think Arteta might have a campaign against him, but yeah, I don't know. He's maybe the case is he isn't fit. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. Because when he came back to the squad, he had a couple injuries here and there. So yeah, hopefully he doesn't pull a Pogba and keeps getting injured.
Yeah. Or we don't see like another Saliba scenario. Arteta treats Gabriel like Saliba and doesn't even
and
really give him a
hopefully
chance.
Martinelli doesn't have anything in his camera roll like Saliba.
Yeah. I'm moving quickly past that. Andre, over to you. And I want to ask you again the exact same question. What specifically are you looking from Tottenham? Going away to Arsenal. You look at some of the players that are in form right now, and probably the most notable one, Gareth Bale. What specifically are you looking for from Tottenham?
Oh, the link up between the that trio with Kane, Son, Bale. It's been carrying us our last few games, and it's like, yeah, I'm feeling very optimistic that they're going to rip Arsenal apart. I think Bale, yeah, I expect the three to start. I think Lucas Moura is probably going to get the cam position. I guess the one thing for me is, yeah, hopefully just being aggressive in the midfield and then just solid defense.
Yeah. And going along with my question about what would you or what like specific player personnel changes would you make looking at their last Premier League game, or you could even take the game against Dinamo Zagreb. I'm going to specifically look at their midfield because it seems like Jose Mourinho can't really consistently settle down with one midfield pivot. It's not a criticism to him. I just don't think he knows what his best midfield pivot is. He started off with Højbjerg and Winks. Then for the longest, for a pretty long time, he went with Højbjerg and Sissoko. More defensive, kind of like Højbjerg Winks. Then he's done Winks and Sissoko. He's done Ndombele and Sissoko, and now he seems like he's settling down more for Højbjerg and Ndombele rather than playing Ndombele in the 10. What midfield pivot would you prefer to see starting against Arsenal on Sunday?
Yeah, for me, Højbjerg is going to go in there for sure. There's very little chance that he doesn't get the start. I think in Ndombele, he's been rested again for the Europa League match. Or not the Europa League match, but he was rested against Fulham, and then he was taken off in the Europa League match. So I think him getting the pivot alongside Ndombele, alongside Højbjerg, would probably be my choice. But then again, that's also pretty attacking. It could leave us vulnerable should Ndombele try to just go up there. But yeah, we'll see what happens. All my trust is in that man right there. Okay, I trust this guy 100% for this game. So I really don't care. But I guess my selected is probably Højbjerg and Ndombele.
The only thing I trust in him is having a boring match to watch. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
I don't know. That 2-0 win last season was pretty entertaining for me.
Was that trophy entertaining for you as well?
It will be come the end of the season.
And what?
Well, Andre, come on, let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Oh, Davis, chill, man, chill.
No, but and last question before we get into our combined 11. Going over to our Arsenal fans here, both Cyrus and Nate. One thing that I feel like Arteta definitely has a massive headache to think about is his winger selection. I mean, at the moment, I guess what Robbie of AFTV said, that Willian is better than Ziyech, is actually coming to fruition. If you look at it right now, I mean, Willian's playing well. Whenever Pepe is given a game, he's usually putting in a good performance. Saka, let's just not even mention, because we already know how incredibly talented that young man is. Aubameyang could play out wide. Martinelli, who's more or less the Brazilian Donny van de Beek at Arsenal. You also have him as well. Reece Nelson, I don't even know where Reece Nelson is, but it doesn't seem like he's preferred at the moment. Emil Smith-Rowe has been played out wide. You can even throw Odegaard out wide if you really want to. So, I mean, he has lots and lots of options. But, assuming he's going to play that 4-2-3-1, so starting with you, what two wingers would you want to see on the wings? I'm assuming that both of you would want Odegaard at the 10.
Well, Davis, grope me if I'm wrong, but usually Pepe is pretty good against Man U. I remember him getting a cheeky goal or two. So yeah, I kind of want Pepe to start. It might be a cheekily weird one, but I feel like against Man U, he can take advantage of them. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Pepe. I'm gonna go with Saka, and yeah, those are my two wingers, and then a bombing up top.
And Nate, what about you?
I'd like to first off, I think we should just take a moment. And Cyrus has been working out a lot, you guys, and he's self-conscious about his body, and his buys are very big. So I think we should just look at them. They're pretty nice.
Okay.
You guys see that?
Yeah.
See how he only showed his right arm? Okay. So next, well, I think that I like Saka. He's a great player. One of the best in the Premier League, no doubt.
I think he's the best answer in the Premier League.
He's very good. And I like Pepe as well. I do. I think there's many options for the wingers. I think and even if it doesn't work out like in the first half or anything, there's always substitutions that can be made, and that's the way Arteta tends to go. I'd also like to just congratulate Radio and Michael on their 2-week anniversary. So yeah.
I agree. I can see your logic there. And the last question, before we get into the combined 11, we have seen a conundrum at right back. I already know Cyrus's, thoughts on how amazing Hector Bellerin is. Would you want to see Bellerin start at right back, or would you like to see Cedric take that spot?
No, Bellerin is definitely going to start at right back. That's for sure. I think he actually had a pretty good game, honestly, yesterday in the Europa League. Putting some crosses in, pretty decent. So
you put crosses in the box.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting a call, but it says scam likely. So, anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Bellerin. I
agree. Yeah, I agree. I think Bellerin should go. He puts in some great balls, just really nice balls, just really good balls in the box. Very good balls, just right across the goal.
All right.
Nice
All right.
balls. Good balls in the box.
All right. And let's get right into this combined 11. And we'll use a 4-2-3-1 formation because both Arsenal and Tottenham have been using that formation. Starting off in goal, Lloris against Leno. What are the three of you saying?
Leno. I'll go Leno. I'll be generous. Leno. I'm good.
Yeah, I just want to say since one of our hosts isn't here, Joseph, I wanted to include him in if he wants Leno or Lloris. So 1 second. 1 second. David. Yeah, so he's going with Leno.
All right.
That was some good insights from Joe. We have to give it to him. That was just some good insights.
Very, very, very good insights from Joe Maga there. And so Nate, I'm imagining you're gonna go with Bernd Leno as well in goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, I would have gone Bernd Leno as well because Hugo Lloris has been absolutely shocking these past few weeks.
He's playing like Owen Hennessy and Gianna. Just absolutely terrible.
I didn't know he's peeing on any local houses, but okay.
He's honestly getting pegged in there. He's just getting pegged in the net.
Let's move to right back. I mean, who am I supposed to put up for Tottenham at right back? World class Matt Doherty. Aurier's just come back, so Doherty.
I have a question for Andre. Andre, who do you think is a better right back, Aurier or Doherty? Which one would you rather have?
Yeah, Doherty isn't gonna. He's you can tell there's a player in there, but he's just really been just not sharp. He's been completely out of form, maybe due to the position change. Defensively, he's been fine, but offensively, he just doesn't fit in with the rest of the team right now. So I'd go Aurier for sure of our pick. But yeah, this one I feel like neither of our sides I think have a confident whatever. So I would say let's just do this one last, and let's just put I don't know, some player that's not a right back in there. That's a good player. Let's put David Luiz in there. Why not?
So I'm guessing it'd be Bellerin against Aurier.
Yeah,
I'd go with Bellerin.
All right.
Hector, I'm gonna go with Hector Bellerin.
All right. Hector Bellerin at right back. And the two center backs. And honestly, one can make the argument that Tottenham gets no center backs in. Maybe Alderweireld if we're being nice, but Tottenham's defense has been dreadful as of lately.
Our defense hasn't been dreadful. It's been that the goals we concede is stupid. But if you look at actually the number of goals we're conceding, it's nowhere near that bad. So I would say, it's a little harsh to say that. We're looking at 9 points out of 9 in our last 3 games. So I would say Toby in there quite generously.
Honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like definitely Gabriel. He's kind of our freshman. And speaking of freshmen, my friend Ari is into freshmen. But I think it should be Gabriel and Alderweireld. I don't know about you guys, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. But that's up to you. It's not up to me. I would have gone with that. Is that what we're all saying?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All
I do want to say one thing before we go on. Just know that I don't think I don't care if it's Aubameyang. I don't like Aubameyang is I don't think you should get into this 11 at all. I don't think any of your front four should go in here. Maybe there's a case for Lacazette, but even then, I don't think any of your front four should go in here.
I'm gonna cut Andre immediately off there and say you're brain dead because you're forgetting about arguably the best youngster in the Premier League, and he'll probably get in. But anyways, we'll get to that part when we get there. Left back.
Yeah, let's get there.
Kieran Tierney and Serge Reguilon. Who are we saying?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. What's his name? Serge Reguilon, dude. His girlfriend. She's beautiful. Oh. I'm just gonna say she's beautiful.
But you know what's not Reguilon's crosses?
Yes.
I'm just gonna say that. All right, this defense is drier than Cyrus's love life. All right, I'm just gonna say it. Just both the teams don't have that solid of a defense, just like Cyrus's love life. But it's okay. And they get the job done, unlike Cyrus. But it's all right.
So are we saying Reguilon or Kieran Tierney at left back?
We're going Tierney.
Tierney.
Yeah, Tierney.
I'll go Tierney as long as if you guys get no attackers, then I'll go Tierney. If not, then I think Reguilon's.
No, Tierney's better.
I'm sorry, Andre, but again, I have to use the overriding though. Kieran Tierney for me has been outstanding since he's come back, and everybody can see as how good of a player he is. I mean, as well as Cedric was doing at left back, he's not a left back. I'm putting Cedric at left back is like when we were putting Brandon Williams at left back. I mean, he was doing a decent job for some time, but he's not a natural left back. And when it comes to having to use your left foot a lot, he was getting exposed. But I'm not dissing on Cedric at all. I think he's been very good for Arsenal this season. But I mean, it's just clear and evident that Kieran Tierney is so important to that side, and he'd definitely be the left back in this.
And I like Kieran Tierney because he's one of the few players I think like plays with passion. He's one of the few players that plays for the badge. So I do rate Kieran Tierney a lot. But you're looking at La Liga's best left back last season. So that's why I guess I'm a little biased. But I am outnumbered, so I'll forfeit. And,
I didn't know we were looking at Mendy, but yeah, we should get into the midfield.
All right. Into the midfield pivot. I'm guessing Thomas Partey. We're just gonna. Okay. All right. No discussion.
He didn't necessarily play that well yesterday, in my opinion, but he is a good player.
In terms of the recent form, he's been very, very good.
Yes. But yesterday, unfortunately, he didn't play that well. But that was yesterday. Let's just focus on.
For the other midfielder, I'd argue Tottenham get a player in here.
So what was the formation we were doing? We were doing
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1. Okay, gotcha.
I'd go with Hoiberg or whatever his name is.
Yeah, the Dutch guy who gets bloody. Yeah, that guy's cool.
He had a very good game against Arsenal. I remember. I was pretty
Danish Viking.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Danish? I thought he was Dutch.
No. Hoiberg is Danish. The Danish Viking.
Excuse me.
Say Hoiberg over Ndombele.
Yeah, he's more consistent in that position, so I would say yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it. Partey and Hoiberg is our midfield pivot, and now our three in attack. So, who would left winger, right winger, and in the 10 in the middle? So, who would we say? Let's start with the wings. Who are we saying on the wings?
Saka, definitely Saka on the wing. I mean, he's interchangeable. I think he can play on both wings. It doesn't really matter to me, but definitely Saka should deserve one of those spots. Andre, you have any suggestions for the other spot?
I mean, I don't see how you can fit Saka in here. There's no. If you really want to put him on who is he going for? Son or Gareth Bale? Really?
You think? Wait, you think this?
Okay, Gareth Bale. I'll admit he's been in good form recently, but I think if we're looking at the whole season and it just as a player, I think
If you think that Bale's been better this season, then I'm gonna have to check for you in like a drug test.
We haven't been talking.
Yeah.
I mean, no, he has been good.
Gareth Bale's been very good.
He's been good recently.
Look at the last 4 games.
He's been very, very good on form. But if it came down to Bale or Saka, I'd probably say Saka.
You can't write Bale off in this form. I mean,
no.
really,
I feel like 2-3 weeks ago.
A while to get form, but that's
2-3 weeks ago, if we did this, then Bale wouldn't have.
If we did this 2-3 weeks ago, we would have been saying that Bale was a bad signing.
That's facts.
Who's been saying that?
I'm assuming that Son, Kane, or Son and Kane are getting into the 11.
Yeah. They'll be left wing striker.
All right. I mean, yeah. Are we supposed to evenly distribute players?
I think it's Davis's decision, either Saka or Bale.
Yeah, I think it's Davis. It's honestly your decision, Davis. You are the host, Davis. You're wearing the blazer. You're the host. Okay.
If it really came down to me, it's really difficult to think about it because I actually agree with Andre in the sense that if we're looking at form at the moment, I don't know where you'd really put Aubameyang. Honestly, I really wouldn't know. As good of a player as he is, and I still think he's a world-class player.
We're not really talking about Aubameyang because I think we all agree that Aubameyang isn't on this team. We're talking about like Saka versus Bale.
Yeah, I'm saying
we established that. I think
he's who would you put in like the number 10 slot? Could you throw Bale in there, or would you just stick with the true number 10s like with Dele and Odegaard or whatnot? But as you said, sticking with the right wing. For me personally, I'd probably go with Saka. I rate the youngster so highly.
If you're
For
if
me-
you're
Wait,
manager,
you
For me,
rate the
he's better than
youngster so
Foden.
highly? What'd you just say?
if you're
I rate Saka
rate.
so
Okay.
highly.
Okay, sorry. I thought. Never mind.
Um, and if Saka's on the right, then Son is definitely on the left. But again, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Are you saying
All right,
Son?
yeah, I think that's fair. And so, who would we say is the central player in that three?
I mean, if you want to take Davis's suggestion and put Bale in there, then I guess. But one last thing, if you're a manager and Saka and Bale are both fit for this match, I mean, it'd be insane to me to put Saka there because I think Bale is just unstoppable in this type of form. But it's fine. I'm okay.
We'll see Sunday. We'll
He'll
see. We'll
definitely,
see.
he'll definitely be stoppable this weekend. That's for sure.
Well, so.
Team Tierney on him.
For that number 10 spot, you have Odegaard. I mean, I'm not even going to throw Dele Alli in there. It's not even worth it.
It's Lucas Moura or Gareth Bale. Which those are
Lucas Moura.
Or Odegaard.
I feel like Lucas Moura actually plays the 10 at times, and I've never really seen Bale play 10.
I'm just saying, like, if Andre was really dying to throw Gareth Bale into this combined 11.
I think if you look at any other combined 11 done by any other group, any other group of pundits, you're going to see Bale in there. I think we're the only ones that aren't going to throw in Bale, but I'm cool with that because I got respect.
So you want Bale central?
Oh yeah, you can play Bale through the middle, but
I
then
thought that's
you
what
have
you
to
were
sacrifice Kane. And I'm imagining you wouldn't want to sacrifice Harry Kane.
Wait, what do you mean sacrifice Harry Kane? I thought we were saying Bale in the 10. That's what I thought you meant by down the middle. I thought, yeah.
Anyway, so are we
Do I
saying
get the 4 for the attack? Do I get 3 of the 4 attackers for sure?
it's between Lucas and Odegaard for the 10?
I'd take Lucas instead of Odegaard.
Yeah, he's been really, really good. He's and I think it was against Palace that he was at the front of just every attack that we did. He's been really good at pressing. Yeah,
Lucas.
I'm obviously good. I'm good with Moura.
All right. I guess seems like you're settling for Lucas at the 10, and then up front it's only one person. Eddie Nketiah. It's got to be Eddie Nketiah up front. Not sure. Harry Kane. He can.
Hey Davis, that was a good joke because we thought it was going to be Harry Kane, but you said Eddie Nketiah. That was nice.
Yeah. Harry Kane up front. I think that's pretty evident.
Yeah, it's just
yeah. He has a very good touch on the ball, unlike Nate with women. It's been 4 years.
Anyways, well, there you have the combined 11s. In goal, Bernd Leno. Across the back four, Hector Bellerin, Toby Alderweireld, Gabriel, and Kieran Tierney. The midfield, the midfield pivot of Højbjerg and Thomas Partey. Your attacking three, Lucas Moura, Bukayo Saka, Heung-min Son, and then up front as a lone striker, Harry Kane. We've reached the end of our North London Derby.
Well, if I was to rate that that lineup, I'd give it a 10 out of 10, just like I'd give it to a 10 out of 10.
Well, we reached the end of the preview. If you liked what you saw, smash like on this video, subscribe, and look at our other platforms down in the.
Hey, comment too
below. Yep, leave the comments as always.
Yeah.
You heard Nate. Leave those comments down.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Yep.
Follow Davis on Instagram, right? Follow Premier League Primetime on Instagram.
Yep. And wherever you're watching this in the world, have a great day / evening.